guys, how's it going? No coffee this morning because I've already had it, and I'm on the Burger King on the Burger King juice. I came out this morning early because I needed, basically we've got no electric at the house at the minute, which is really annoying for somebody who spends a lot of time creating, writing, editing, interviewing, but hey ho, such is life. So I'm out early this morning, and I decided to come and take a trip to, well, I say early, it's not that fucking early, it's like 9:30, and I'm waiting for Curry's to open because I need to get, basically I need a new laptop, and I've been wanting a laptop, for about a year now, and I've held off and I've held off and I've held off. The laptop I've got at the minute, it works. I'm a MacBook user. I like MacBooks, so getting one, it's not like a £200-300 job, you know, they're expensive. That aside, I need a new laptop because the current one I've got, although it works, it's slowing me down. Like, I could make a bloody full roast dinner by the time that something's like uploaded or thought about opening a program. It's like so slow. So I've put up with it for so long, and like I say, it's slowing me down, and I know that I can like whip stuff out really, really quickly. Excuse me. that burger was good. I can whip stuff out really quickly if I've got the right tools to do it, and I can make so much more progress and faster progress. I hope this radio is not too loud. I've just realised that's on. If I've got the right equipment. So I'm gonna get the laptop. I'll do an update video tagged onto this when I've got it, just so you can see the shininess, because they are beautiful. But then it got me thinking, like, while I'm just waiting for Curry's to open, I think they open at 10ish. Like, what else slows us down? You know, I'm very much like, I've said in my last couple of videos that I'm a thinker and I think about things, and like just a simple simple thing like the laptop slowing me down, and I'm there and I'm getting frustrated, like, come on, for God's sake, like, upload or load. I was like, right, where else am I slowing down? Where else am I being slowed down in my progress? And excuse me, I had a brain blank then. When you're training with your dog, you like, I get results for people fast, you know, right, boosh, this is what we do. And then the dog has a massive dramatical improvement just from a few things that I've told the owner, and they go off and practice it, and everything's cool for a bit. Then what happens is we have a slight regression in the behaviour. So the dog's been doing well, they're performing, walking to heel, looking away from other dogs, coming back, excuse me, I should have probably waited for this burger to digest, waiting for the dog's coming back to the owner, fine, whatever, it's going well, progress is up. And then there'll be this stint where you feel like everything's being undone, and you feel like, oh, they're not making as much progress as they did at the start. They seem to be going backwards. They've started barking again. They're taking longer to come back to me. They're staring for too long, which is making them bark. So why all the progress, and now why is this part happening? And it's this part in the dog training journey. Like, people think dog training is like here to here, like shoot up progress. It's so not. It's like a massive squiggle where you have ups and you have downs, and you go backwards and you go forwards. And then people get to this stage like, oh, the dog's barking again, it's not working, which massively slows them down, because it's at this point where most people will give up, when the dog stops doing all the nice stuff that the owners worked hard at to install. It's not that they stop doing it, it's just that they're testing the old behaviour, basically. And when this test comes in, the owners are like, oh no, oh my goodness, right, not working, what else can we do? Or I'm just going to live with it. And it's so frustrating for me as a coach, because like, when we hit this point, the dog starts acting up a bit, we train harder, we train more, and you're like at the peak. You're like at the peak of it. Once you get over this last little peak of this regression in the dog, then you're there. You've cracked it, and the rest of it's plain sailing. So if you think that you're being slowed down, let's say you've worked with a trainer before, or you've perhaps put in some work yourself and you've seen progress, and then you've kind of took a dip, don't be disheartened by having this little bit of regression, because everybody has it. You see it mainly in puppies, from puppy to teenager. You see it there. But it also happens in adult dogs as well, and it also happens in the barking world, you know. So don't be disappointed if you see this in your dog. It is actually quite normal. What it means is we've just got to then say, right, okay, this is happening. So now I need to, let's say, drop my criteria. I need to go out and have some more fun. I need to just avoid busy places for a while. Yes, they walked past and passed another dog, or 2 dogs or 3 dogs last week, but now we're in this phase. Let's just pull it back a bit so that they're not practicing that behaviour. Basically, the dog is testing whether the old behaviour still works. It's a little bit like I mean, I don't have kids, thankfully, but like, kids test stuff all the time, don't they? I know, I'm sure if you ask my mother, she'd be like, yeah, you were a little shit when you got to a teenager. But I was constantly testing stuff. Oh, what's this? This looks fun. Oh, I've been told I can't do that, so I'm going to go and do this. And although dogs don't think as logically as that, it's the same sort of principle. They're like, oh, does this still work? I'll try it. So then it's our jobs to notice that, and to not just give up. You know, don't let that slow you down, for God's sake, because once, like I said, once we get to that point, we're nearly there. We are nearly there. Just a few more, I don't want to say a time frame because it's different for each dog, but you just keep going at it, basically. Just keep going at it. Right, it looks like the doors are opening to Curry's, and I'm going to be the first geek in there. Like, can I have a MacBook, please? I need a new MacBook. Oh, I'll have this too, and I'll have this. I'm like, fucking hell, spend a fortune. Right. Yeah, no coffee this morning. Just a Burger King Coke. But there are my thoughts for this morning. That'll do.